Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm Sentient Dessert. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a dessert first. The lovely game Star Control. I have a long history with this game. This is literally the first computer game I ever played. Not this one, the original Star Control. And, being a young, ignorant kid, it's like, I had to check it to make sure that every new computer that I got didn't have the game already installed because I didn't know how things worked back then. So, anytime there's something with Star Control that comes out, I'm a little anxious about it because, Star Control was fun, multiplayer, just like two people at the keyboard playing against each other. Storyline was, I couldn't, I still can't figure out how to do the storyline in that game and make it actually play. I don't think it was as built as it could be. But Star Control 2, that was an epic game. I mean, not as in the company, as in something that's actually epic. Um, so much story, so many different things that could happen. It was kind of like a choose your own adventure in that you had to do things, but there's also a timeline that's going on, and whether or not you do something, other events are going to be happening. Like if you don't go to a certain sector and look there at the right time or before a certain time, another race will have come out and started killing everybody there. So they actually, it's telling a story, and there's so many other things that are going on at the same time. It was a really fun game. The top-down space battles were the thing that were the iconic Star Control. It was in 1, and that's what the fun aspect of it was. In 2, it was kind of in 3. I mean, they whoever got a hold of Star Control 3, they kind of threw everything outside of the Star Control 3 is an abomination unto the series. I mean, it was fun. It had some funny moments in it, but the puppetry, oh, oh, the puppetry was so horrible in that. The voice acting was even worse. Storyline, kind of contrived, not really as engaging as Star Control 2, but with sequels, that's something that you get. So there was also something called the Urquan Masters, which was sort of a spiritual sequel or remastering of Star Control 2. I don't recall if I've actually played it or not. I only heard talk about it, and with Star Control Origins, I know it says Earth Rising, but this is Star Control Origins. Earth Rising, I believe, is one of the DLC that they're trying to push right now. But I learned about this. I learned that some people from the original games were involved with this. So I've been looking forward to this. I have not played it. Even after I purchased it, I was hesitant to play it just because of, if you've listened to some of my other videos, the ranting about a third-party launcher needed when you purchase the game on one platform or another. This, as you can tell, why is my mouse not showing up? Why is my mouse not, oh, that's why. So this is a Stardock game, and Stardock does have some good games, but you need to have a third-party authentication for any of their games, which frankly is bullshit. But this is my first time playing it. I've set up the keys to be better. I've set up I've looked at the key bindings and made them appropriate for me, hopefully. And I edited sound and the graphics. So, we're going to get into this momentarily. I have a strong connection to the Star Control series because I have loved the games, for the most part, for a long time. So I'm hoping that this can live up to expectations. But after Star Control 3, they're not necessarily that high anymore. I know that people can screw up. We're going to start with a new game, and I hate gratis achievements. Got an achievement for starting a new game. So we shall see where this takes us. I'm hopeful. I'm seeing that there's some customization of ships that can be done, which, yeah, it's nice, but I'm not sure it's needed. But I don't know what the gameplay of this is going to be like, so it could possibly be needed for how this game works. Like, you played some of the Soul Calibur games, they added in the character creator, and I just, yeah, it's kind of nice to make a character that you've designed, but at the same time, it just does not seem to fit with. Anyways.
We believe this is an alien transmission.
And this is originating from where, exactly?
It's local. Triton.
Recall the captain.
Already
Tell
don't
him
like the
that he's
animation.
needed.
He's still on administrative leave from the incident.
That no longer matters. He's the only one qualified to command the prototype Vindicator.
Captain. Might help if you actually deleted the things before you typed them in. And alright. Star Control Command, reactivation, you have been recalled. Please report to the ESS Vindicator. No. Jiggly goodness. Mission difficulty normal. Continue. PG's okay.
The last of the crew and supplies should be coming over to you shortly, Captain. Time to get started. Star Control is ordering you to travel to Triton and investigate the alien radio signal that's originating there.
Okay, received First Officer Carey. What do we know about the radio signal?
It's just a series of regular pulses at 1.42 gigahertz. That's the hydrogen line, in case you've forgotten your radio astronomy. Some very excitable men in glasses are pretty sure if aliens ever try contacting us, they'll do it on that frequency. They are substantially less certain why aliens might be on one of Neptune's moons, though.
Okay, so it's already starting out kind of reminiscent of Star Control 2, inspecting a radio transmission on the moon. One thing that I did like about this game series is that they actually tried to use real science in the game, so I'm glad that they're trying to keep up with that aspect of it.
Scan its surface from orbit. If you find the signal, send one of your ship's landers down to the surface to examine it further. If it is an alien, you are ordered to not die and tell us right away.
Keeping a little bit of the humor, too. Should I attempt to make contact with the alien?
If you believe it's safe to do so, yes. Just please be careful, Captain.
Okay. If it's a spathy, this is going to be ripping... It'll be ripping off exactly what happened in Star Control 2. Does this supersede our mission to investigate the Lexites?
Not entirely. Their departure is the whole reason we have a Star Control in the first place. Your mission to Triton takes priority, but if you do discover anything concerning the Lexites, you should tell us right away.
No clue what the Lexites are. We know why they left.
We still have no idea. For post-humans, or whatever they call themselves, they sure didn't talk about themselves as much as us original versions like to. We've combed over their facility on the moon, hoping to find some hints, but haven't found anything. They never seemed to be upset with us, or expressed any great unhappiness with their situation on Earth. Which is maybe surprising considering some of the abuse they took. My theory? They got bored with us. Bored with human affairs. Maybe bored of our smell.
So I'm gonna venture out and say that the Lexites might be what they are calling the Androsynth, which were a synthetic human in the first game. We know why they left.
We still have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
We've combed. They never
Already did that one.
which is maybe my theory. They got bored with us.
We know where they went.
After they left Earth in 2085, we know they set up on the moon for a short while, but that was just a staging area. So they're out there somewhere.
Hey, are they dangerous?
Well, they're essentially human, so yes. But even during the chaos of their exodus, when they were stealing our launch craft, they went to great lengths to avoid harming anyone. Still, they obviously have access to technology we've never even contemplated. If you do run into them, be careful, Captain.
So pretty sure they're not the Androsynth then. They were not.
Sure, Captain.
Any advice on the actual journey to Triton?
You've already forgotten how to captain a starship, Captain? That's not a good sign. What do you want to know?
Hey. Gotta go through the basics, guys, sorry.
You use your thrusters to fly forward and steer. Knowing your fondness of old computers, you probably have configured your maneuvering thrusters to be the left and right cursor keys, and thrust will be the up key. Braking maneuvers typically require you to turn the entire ship around and thrust in the opposite direction. That's the basics, at least. If you want to refresh your combat maneuvering skills, you can visit the training facility at Ceres as well.
Okay. How do I visit planets?
Your ship's computer will automatically put the ship into a safe orbit of any planet in the solar system once you get close enough to it. Scanning the planet from orbit will reveal items and resources of interest, as well as potential landing zones you can send your landing craft to. We have limited resources here right now, Captain. We used up a lot rushing the construction of that vessel. If you find raw materials on any worlds in the system, you can return with them here. We'll calculate what they're worth and present this to you as resource units, or RU.
Okay.
You can use RU to purchase new components for your ship. Hope
Thanks.
that helps, Captain.
All right. Let's get started.
Star Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain. Try not to lose it.
I'll try to try.
It's also equipped with our latest resource collection landers, which I would encourage you to make heavy use of. We used up a lot of materials to make that thing. If we want to make any more Vindicator-class vessels, we're going to need you to collect the resources to do it. Looks like you've got everything stowed away now, Captain. You're all set. Good luck, and please, hurry. There are a lot of people down on Earth anxious to find out what's going on.
These tend to be very talk-heavy games as well, which is nice. Oh, I do not. I prefer top-down for this kind of stuff, not orders. Alright, so we're heading towards... Guessing Neptune is this way since we can't roll out any farther. And put Ceres right in the way. Not gonna bore you with watching the training stuff.
Captain, we've located the source of the radio signal. It looks like there's a crashed ship down there. We should take a lander down to investigate.
Ready to launch. No. Not seeing a map. Something I'm not a fan of. Craft. Not after the craft right away. They're after resources.
Resource collected. Press tab to view your inventory and fleet status screen.
Had something like this in Star Control 2, but it was more of a flat map. Didn't mark where the resources were except with the marking of the actual resources, and you had a mini-map you could look at as well. So, as identified object, I do not recognize the ship make.
You actually came. I can't tell you how sweaty we are to see you.
Who are you?
Your friends? Maybe? I am Chief Viscosity Officer Windu of the Tyrome. You think it's nice to meet me? That's a wonderful change from the usual disgust and contempt we receive when meeting new species.
What are you doing on Triton, Windu?
It's a funny story. You'll like it. It starts with these guys called the Scribe. They're the ones who shot us down. They're kind of our friends. They hate us. Not great friends, really. More accurately, they are our masters and the rulers of a cruel empire that we are forced to serve. We're actually trying to protect you from the Scribe. We began receiving your radio transmissions about 50 years ago. You're a fascinating species. And because we knew the Scribe would destroy you if they found you, we've been keeping you a secret from them. At least we were, until a few months ago. The Scribe had evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves. They dropped some pretty terrifying hints that they were looking for you. We were on our way here to stall them, which we did, by getting shot down by them. Hence the distress call.
So far, yeah, this seems like alternate timeline. Just because of what I know in StarCraft lore. Unless the Scribe is another name for something else. Seems like you need more help from us than the other way around.
That's a fair point. Still, what's a few favors between friends?
What help do you need?
Well, let me explain. The Scribe are looking for you in this area of space. They don't know exactly where you are, but they will find you. Not a lot of humans are going to survive that process. The good news is, we can help you. If you help us first. Most of our systems were squished when we dropped out of hyperspace. Our hyperwave radio was one of them, which is why we had to call for help the old-fashioned way. Also, half of our entire ship fell off. Now, we might actually be able to repair all that damage, but we will definitely need that other half of our spaceship back.
You can fix half of your ship falling off.
We can? I don't want to bore you with all the little technical details. Simply put, we are really good at our jobs here.
Where did it go?
It went down on a planet somewhere in your solar system. I'm not sure where precisely. All planets look the same when you're crying.
Oh,
Though if I had to guess, I'd say it was around one of your larger, bluer worlds. Also, we lost a couple of hyperdrive modules. We'll definitely need those if we want to not starve to death far from home. Those definitely went down somewhere in your inner solar system. I know this is a lot to ask. But finding all of this shouldn't be a problem for a ship with both its halves.
I never thought there would be a race more pathetic than the Spathi, but I think they made one. Ah. Let's talk about the help you're going to offer us first.
The biggest help I can offer is this. We'll be your friends, and not just me and my crew, all Taiwan everywhere. We'll share technology and explain how the galaxy works, and how to avoid getting killed by the Scribe. We've been not getting killed by the Scribe for a while now. Not that I'm bragging. Okay, I'm bragging a little. So, will you help? Okay, just try not to think about it too long. Because we'll still die here.
Yay. So. Okay. Escape sends you back. It doesn't tell you how to leave. So. That. I do not like not being able to zoom out farther. Our control.
Captain, you survived! Not anymore, it isn't.
Wow.
But tell me, Captain, what did you find out on Triton? What? Well, it sounds like you did the right thing offering to help, Captain. Our exobiologists have been studying the recordings of your conversation with the alien. Based on their word choice, blinking, and overall clamminess levels, we believe that this one was genuinely in fear for his life. So we've come to a conclusion. We want you to help them. This is too great an opportunity to pass up. Just remain cautious. There's no reason to trust these Taiwan fully just yet.
That he's missing half a ship.
Well, if what this Taiwan says about the Scribe is even remotely true, I think we need to help. The chance to establish friendly relations with an alien civilization is too great to pass up. Especially if they can in any way help us stop a threat to our civilization. Go find the missing parts of their ship, Captain. They should be around here somewhere. Good luck, Captain.
All right. Ooh, planet. Okay. Codex that has all of the mission sector map. Oh joy. Like it will be similar to number 2. Means that yeah. Thing the same. I'm just looking for certain that's one that I recognize from I'm looking for the ones that I recognize from the previous game as... Oh, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Spathy homeworld. Been a while since I played, but I'm pretty sure that is Wiffo. Right, objectives. Solar system. Log. Fleet status. Okay. Not a precursor ship. Right, let's check the inner worlds. We'll check Venus first. Crash right into it.
Captain, this planet is well beyond our ability to land on. We'll need to find some way to improve our lander technology to have a hope of safely exploring the surface here.
Yep, looks like they're keeping that aspect from 2 as well. There are certain environments that were unhealthy for your lander and would destroy your lander so quickly that you could not come back with any of the materials that you wanted.
Captain, this planet is well...
Oh, turning speed needs to be turned up. For exploration, I think the turning speed needs to be higher, but I'm sure in combat, the turning speed is on purpose low so that you're not expecting different in combat.
Sir, we're detecting 2 unidentified objects on the surface of Mars. Is this something to do with Alexites, or something else entirely?
Okay, let's inspect Mars. Oh. Okay. So you have to... That's a really... Don't like this mechanic. Do not like this mechanic. It'd be nice if they told us that you had to, you know, navigate landing. I'm down 1 lander because of that. Addition that I am not happy about. I can understand it. But, you know, at least saying something about it the first time you try to land, second time you try to land, instead of it being a ride. In other words, they could have worked on tutorials a bit better. Then again, that could have been explained at the series station, which I did skip, so that could be on me.
This looks like part of an alien spaceship, Captain. I bet this is one of the hyperdrive modules those aliens are missing. We'll load it up onto the lander now.
Cargo. How much cargo can we control? Have. We lost 6 people because of that landing issue. Okay, that's how you do it. Alright. This...
Scanning. Scanning. Vessel does not match patterns for any authorized sentient being. EM broadcast detected. Spectrum analysis. Technological development level T3. 2D image in broadcast identified. Processing. Facial edge discrimination does not match known sentience in this sector. You are not a Taiwan. Who are you? Remain where you are. A scribe legate has been notified of your unauthorized existence and is approaching this sector now.
Oh, wonderful.
Hold. Transmission incoming. New orders received. Local fleet Probe Vessel 0 will clear system of unauthorized organic vessels.
Oh, first combat.
Continue to remain where you are.
Carrying ships. Pick your ship. Oh, it's attacking the station. Got it. Don't have a sec. That's gonna hurt. Kind of like the fact that missiles in the previous games were seeking. There we go. I don't like the Terran ships.
You're back. How did your mission to help the alien go? You were what? Well, that's terrifying. And that confirms it. If they can help us in any way learn more about these Scrive, we absolutely need to help these Taiwan. We're going to keep analyzing the situation here. As for you, your orders remain the same. Get out there and find the Taiwan's missing ship parts, Captain. Oh? Like what? You did? Those aren't cheap, Captain.
Not my fault you didn't tell me.
The poor guys who drive them. Unfortunately, things are a little tight around here. Even making payroll has been challenging. I have not been too popular around here lately. Return here with any resources you find on your travels. We'll use advanced space accounting practices to determine what we can build with them. This will all be presented to you as resource unit, which you can then exchange for...
Okay. You already told me all that. So, trade. Oh, this might be interesting. I don't like when they do stuff like you can lock it so you can't sell it, because it means that the resources are going to become used for other things. Yep. Buy this with radioactives as well as that, so buy one of those. Fill me up. Nice if I knew what these were. I'm guessing since there's no name or anything, they're not something that we need at the moment. Mentioned, it doesn't look like we can buy any of them. Fit. This is what we're looking for. Limited speed homing abilities. Weapons. The point defense. I would love to get the point defense. Orders. Specials. Fleet coordinator. Trajectory. Fuel tanks. Commander module. All that's available. All that's available. Sensors. Okay. Nope. More specials. Alright. Can't buy anything for the ship. Manage fleet. Food. Just checking all the options, seeing what's here.
Is there anything else? Good luck, Captain.
Okay. Now then. Save game. Create a new save. I'm not sure if this game auto-saves or not. There's one quick way to find out. Load game. Yep, it's got some autosave. That's good. Done Mars, we've done 3 other planets. Pick the moon. Really need to do much for the moon landing. One small drop for me. And one cliched line that's since it was first said. A lot of iron. That broadcast beacon that I remember seeing. Oh, Lexite ruin. Let's investigate.
Captain, this is the lunar facility the Lexites settled after they first left Earth. We've sent surveyors here before, and I don't think much has changed since then. Not from all the dust I can see. It doesn't look like the Lexites were here long after they arrived in 2085. This was just a staging area they used before traveling elsewhere. No idea where they went after this, but you know that as well as I do. Finding them is why we have a star control in the first place. Captain, there's something powering on here. Blinking lights, humming sounds. There's a computer screen turning on. It says, "Threat to remnants detected. Lander self-defense technology ready to be used. Insert uranium to power." There's a slot in the device here. Do we have any uranium we can feed this thing? I don't keep that on me. We'll have to come back later then, or ignore this entirely. Your call, Captain.
Curious. Okay, back to the ship. Right, we got Saturn's the next closest, so we'll check out Saturn, see what's here. Enceladus. Not gonna be a fun one. Wait for this. Guessing that green might be uranium. Nope, this one's dead. Nope. Okay. That was not fun. Hopefully that will... Terbium. Hopefully that will rectified a bit better in later upgrading. Upgrade the landers so that they don't do that. More terbium. To be honest, this is one of my most favorite aspects of playing Star Control 2 is exploring and gathering the minerals. Just a fun little mini game in the game. I wish it would tell us what the max capacity for the landers is. Hate to hit the max and versus can't pick them up. Like happened in 2. Gold? Hey, do I sense more down there? We'll get some more. Stock up, stock up, stock up. Actives. Right. Enceladus is clear. Now what would be nice is if, coming back later, there are more resources on these planets. Like they will regenerate gradually over time, instead of just being empty after you claim them, because sometimes weather brings out different things. Titan. No. Let me see Titan. There we go. Oh. A lot of research here, but I'm also seeing Chris. Come back to Titan. Saturn. No landable surface. Gas giant. No landable surface that we know of. Be fun to see on the inside of a gas giant. Surface. We're gonna check Pluto and Uranus next, then we'll come back to Jupiter. Pluto. We'll visit Oberon.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface. We may want to send a lander down to investigate.
Launch. I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that lander drop. Not see any more triangles, though. Still.
This looks like the part of the ship that friendly slug is missing. We'll load it up onto the lander now.
Right. We just need to find the other hyperdrive. Oberon and Miranda. Like it's made of copper. Launch. Unidentified object here. Oh, that's the planet. Wondering what the big blue object was. Copper. It'll never take us alive. A crashed automobile. Nice for being current and trying to make it say that we exist in the same timeline. The stupidest things in the world. Putting a car into space for absolutely no reason to stroke your own ego. It goes back to the question of just because we can doesn't mean we should. Okay, the moons of there are 4 hyperdrives. Europa. Then we will look for Pluto if it's not here.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface. We may want to send a lander down to investigate.
Lead, oxygen, and nickel. Non-toxic, whether... Okay, so it's not... Oh, it's just a matter of... drops. And... find that. Where? Where show up? There it is. Let's go get this and turn to our sluggy friends.
Well, this is a heck of a thing, Captain. We found some kind of monument here. At least, I think it's a monument. It's a big, multicolored slab of metal with odd protrusions sticking out of it. Balls and sticks, kind of. There's text on it, or graffiti. Pictures of aliens fighting? I'm honestly not sure. No human language, anyways. Not much we can do with it but admire it, and done. We'll just leave this here, then.
Okay. Precursor artifact. Okay, let's get off the planet. So, can be damaged by the storms. Good to know. Let's go to Io. Might not be able to land on this one. Io is
Captain,
very...
the weather on this planet will make landing very difficult. We'll need better landers to manage it.
Io is constantly torn apart by the gravitonic force... by the gravitational forces of the moons and the planet around it. It's pushed and pulled. Phosphorus and... Let's go for it. Okay, don't press buttons if it's just a normal landing. Until after you've landed. Come on. Come on. Not a fan of the shape of the, because it makes it seem like it's a lot smaller than it actually is. The curvature of the plane, because this makes it look like it's a really tiny ball when it's not. Actually, a lot larger. My minimap would be. Alright, back out. Done Callisto. More moons to do. No. Come on. Adrastea. Might not be pronouncing that right. We're down. A lot of elements on this world. Yeah, I know I should probably be advancing, but this is my... I'm enjoying this. I'm really... Kinda like a racing simulator with no track. There you go. Francium. Iron and hydrocarbons. Back to the ship. No. Yeesh. It really is sensitive to picking up, getting close to the planet after leaving the planet. Yeah, we can get those. Now we will look for Pluto. Still haven't found the other hyperdrive. Unless I misheard something. Kind of like he said there were 2 hyperdrives. Oh, Artemis. Okay, don't know about. No, there are planets beyond the edge of the solar system, but this is the first time I've heard of Artemis. This.
Captain, we're detecting movement on the surface. Looks like some kind of robotic drones. It might be dangerous to send the lander down.
Okay. Check out Artemis.
Hey!
Oh crap. I missed something. And I missed it completely. Wonderful. Not being able to replay text is an issue as well. Stuff that you want to skip, and there's stuff that you don't want to skip. Autopilot would be a nice thing to have. Can we do an autopilot? Nope, can't do an autopilot. Like, sources do replenish. Unless I missed these last time I was here. Come on. Not sure I'd missed. Had at least one question. Star Control 2, the, if you were trying to do like full exploration of the galaxy and stuff, just for your own personal wants and needs, there was limited resource. There was a finite amount in game that you could access as a person unless you were being save files. So you were not able to ran out of resources entirely in the game. The only thing you could do was try to fight enemy ships to get RU back. So made the game kind of slow if you were that desperate to complete. Which, you know, I sat down and mapped out virtually everything in the game when I was. So yeah, we didn't have the internet.
Our new probable friends came back. So, will you help? You did? That's not good. Did you tell them we were here? Well, now that sounds extremely not good. Like I said, if you help us repair our ship, we might be able to help you deal with these scribe. So, will you help? Great! We'll give you so many hugs if you manage to succeed. You want to learn more about us? I have never been moister. What do you want to know, best friend?
Okay. I'm wondering if they put that in just to make people feel uncomfortable.
Spying makes it sound so creepy. I mean, it is creepy. It just doesn't have to sound that way. We prefer to call it potential friend oversight. No, that was you. We just watched. Some humans went into the woods and came out walking funny, and they made all that up as an excuse. We never had anything to do with that. No matter how much we wanted to talk to you, and hug you, and hold you, and cuddle you, until you could travel the stars for yourselves, it was safest if we just left you alone.
So, in the actual lore of the previous games, it was a race known as the Erelu, or the... I'm not even going to try to pronounce the full name of that race. And they are the little green men in the flying saucers. And their ships were just... They were small, easily killed, but they were easily one of the best in the game. They had a tracking laser and could teleport.
The Scribe have sort of left us in charge of this part of their empire. Though not in a way which gives us any actual authority. But that is how we found you, about 50 years ago. We thought about contacting you. A lot. But experience has taught us that it's wise not to interfere with aliens before they're ready. Mostly, we just watched your television shows. You're a lot shorter in person. Did you know that? Of course.
Okay. Tell us more about the
They're
Scribe.
the dominant species in this part of the galaxy. Or at least the part of the galaxy we know about. When we first reached the stars, it was the Scribe that met us, and forcefully included us into their empire. We joined the Empire about 600 years ago. The Scribe have changed a lot since then. These days, they're really more into exterminating new species they encounter. No doubt. Which is why they will definitely kill you all first. Because we knew the Scribe would wipe you out if they found you, we've often kept a ship in the area to steer them away if they came by. Don't even bother checking out that yellow star, we'd say. Not a great plan, I realize, as I say it out loud. But it was never an issue. They actually don't care that much what happens in this neighborhood. Until just recently, anyways.
Yeah, I wonder if the people that left were any... Yeah. I wonder if the people that left were any, crap, I can't think of the word. Connection to that.
Entirely unselfish reasons, you could be sure of that. Honestly, once we started watching your shows and writing fan fiction for your shows, and then taking that fan fiction a bit too far for your shows,
No such thing.
we could hardly just sit back and do nothing. Yeah, we don't much like talking about them either. Part of our ship fell off.
Yes.
It must have landed. Also, we lost our hyperdrive. I know, it's a lot. So, the biggest will ship. We've been... Not that I... Okay, I'm bragging a little. So you think you can help us now? That's great. That's all. There are 3. They should be in your
Yeah.
solar system
We'll get
somewhere.
right on that.
Great!
Let us... Let's check and see if we can find... I've looked everywhere, have I not? I think Earth is the only place that I haven't landed.
You're back. How did your mission to help the alien go? Yeah, we've seen the playback of your visit there. Look, Captain, finding out what happened to the Lex sites is important. We can hardly ignore the original mission of Star Control. But recent events have rather overtaken things, wouldn't you say? We already knew about the facility on the moon. Your orders were to assist that alien on Triton. Investigate the Lexite ruins when you have time. I'm not sure that's now. Uranium? Do you have any idea how much paperwork needs to be done to bring radioactive materials into orbit? It would take years, Captain. That's not a joke. You'll have better luck finding that yourself. You've got resource collection landers. Use them. You'll probably be able to find that on Mercury. Or maybe Io. Good luck, Captain.
Okay. So, that is the end of the hour for this video that I had planned out. Absolutely no plan. I really want to continue playing this, just to see where the story's going. So far, like all games, it's gonna have the good things, it's gonna have the bad things. You can hear that there's a bit of nostalgia in my voice when I'm talking about this series, at least. I will have to give this a bit more time to see if it actually will hold its weight. But for now, I like it. It's got, it'll take getting used to some of the changes, especially with the lander, and anyways, yeah, this was Dessert First, Dark Control Origins. 4th in the game series officially, 5th if you count the Urquan Masters side game, which again I'm gonna have to check into. I might post another video of this later. I might play this again later just to see how things progress with the story on stream. But for now, if you enjoyed watching, subscribe if you want. No one's gonna force you. I'd appreciate it. And if you don't want to, I'm not gonna hold it against you. Be kind out there. Have a good solar cycle. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Try to be kind. Try to be positive right now. I love you all. Stay safe. Good night.